Hi guys, we're going to be reading The Teacher from the Black Lagoon today. Look at this picture on the front. Looks kind of scary, doesn't it? So we got a student sitting at a desk and he's looking a little afraid here, and there's this big scary shadow. Does anyone know what a black lagoon is? Well, lagoon is like a swamp. So swamps are kind of spooky as they are. But if you think of a black lagoon, that's going to be pretty scary. This book was written by Mike Thaler. All right. Got an illustration here. Looks like an alligator, perhaps. All right. It's the first day of school. I wonder who my teacher is. I hear Mr. Smith has dandruff and warts, and Mrs. Jones has a whip and a wig. But Mrs. Green is supposed to be a real monster. Oh my, I have her. I have Mrs. Green in room 109. What a bummer. I sit at my desk. I fold my hands. I close my eyes. I'm too young to die. Suddenly, a shadow covers the door and it opens. What do you think is going to happen? It's in slithers Mrs. Green. She's really green. She has a tail. She scratches her name on the blackboard with her claws. Mrs. Green. And look how scared the kids are. Freddie Jones throws a spitball. She curls up her lip and breathes fire at him. Freddie's gone. There's just a little pile of ashes left on his desk. Talk about bad breath, giggles Eric Porter. What do you think's going to happen to Eric Porter? She slithers over, unscrews his head, and puts it on a globe stand. I bet she gives homework on the first day of school. Your homework for today, grins Mrs. Green, smoke rising from her nostrils, is pages 1 to 200 in your math book. All the fraction problems. We've never had fractions, shouts Derek Bloom. Come up here, she beckons with her claw. Derek stands by her desk. This is a whole boy, she smirks. She takes a big bite. This is half a boy. Now you've had fractions. Doris Foodle cracks her gum. Mrs. Green swallows her in one gulp. No chewing gum in class, she smiles. Mr. Bender, the principal, sticks his head in. Keep up the good work. He nods and closes the door. I wish I could get sent to the principal's office. Let's call the roll, cackles Mrs. Green. Freddie Jones is absent. Derek Bloom is half here. Eric Porter is here and there. Doris Foodle is digesting. What do you think digesting means? Sounds like Mrs. Green ate Doris Foodle and is now digesting in her stomach. What about spelling? Shouts Randy Potts. Spelling can be fun, beams Mrs. Green, wriggling her fingers at him. Abracadabra kazam! That's tough to spell, says Randy. Suddenly there's a flash of light, a puff of smoke, and Randy's a frog. Look, Randy turned into a frog. Penny Weber raises her hand. Can I go to the nurse? She whines. What's wrong? asks Mrs. Green. I have a huge headache, says Penny. Mrs. Green wriggles her fingers. There's another flash of light, and Penny's head is the size of a pin. Look at that. Tiny little pin head right there. Better? Asked Mrs. Green. Now it's nap time. Everyone who still has one, put your head on the desk. I hope I make it to recess. Sweet dreams, she cackles as I close my eyes. Ring! Suddenly the bell rings. I wake up. There's a pretty woman writing her name on the blackboard. She has real skin and no tail. I'm Mrs. Green, your teacher, she smiles. I jump out of my chair, run up, and hug her. Well, thank you, she says. I'm glad to be here. Not as glad as I am. And there's a picture of Mrs. Green, who is all in his imagination. I hope you guys enjoyed the book.